Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girl's top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, and there's them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector, and me I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the Operation Ball Game, I say, knock it, Ryan. Oh, and there's them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector, and me I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the Operation Ball Game, I say, knock it, Ryan.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. As you guys can see in the title and the thumbnail, listen, I have to be careful with this one, Reggae Boyz fans. You know why? I could even use somebody's picture when I'm talking about corruption. I choose not to use people's picture in this video because me know say what me I go say I go hurt them, and me know say them after me. So me have to chad down the right road because the corruption is killing the football in Jamaica. A long time me I tell you, no because a new coach on the last division of the football, my people. Alright? So I want to say good night. Sorry my language. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan LFC. Back again, guys, another top shelf video for you guys today. So, today, we are going to talk about conflict of interest. We have been speaking about this for a couple months well now. And someone like Craig Butler come back in the domain, come back in the media and speaking about conflict of interest. But I always say it's just a matter of time before all of these things start to bring up back again. Because when you look at the Football Federation, people may tell you, like every single time the JFF take 15 steps forward, they have to make 25 step back way. And we're going to discuss that. So make sure you guys like the video. Share your thought down in the comment section. This one not going to be a long one, so you guys don't have to worry. But anyway, for the people that moved watching back on the replay, grab your favorite beverage, grab your coffee, grab your hot chocolate, grab anything you want to grab. Alright? Grab anything you want to grab and kick back, grab your popcorn, put up on your flat screen TV, you sit back, you relax, and you watch it. Alright? So, just a reminder before we get into anything. Alright? Just a reminder. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I know say them I watch a video here, you know. And I know them I watch a comment section. But for the remaining of this video, I am going to put up this comment. I see someone comment down in the comment section. And as Coach Boris Johnson said, please remind the JFF that the under 17 start in February. All right. I'm here that Marian Gardner will be the head coach for that. In my opinion, I don't think Marian Gardner should be the head coach. All right. I don't think he should be the head coach. Seriously. Under 20, we have Fuzzy and him get out coach. Our coaching standard is not up there. And when you talk about other country, them other country coach way better than our coach. No disrespect to our coach, but the level where we are trying to take the Jamaica national team, them just not capable. They don't have the capability to do the job. And it's just clear and it's just simple. Some of our coaches is just not good enough. And people just feel like people are disrespect nobody. We're not disrespect nobody. We just are telling you the truth. People don't like to hear the truth. Some of our coaches in Jamaica is not ready to coach international football. And me telling you, the under 15 girl get destroyed. The under 20 team we lost. Who beat to under 20 team? Before we get in anything, who beat to under 20 team? Damrick. Damrek beat our under 20 team. You realize that most tournament player Damrek? A whole heap of money Damrek are putting at them football. Damrek beat Jamaica. Damrek. This country is growing on us. And me are telling you, say, we cannot afford to have the same person in the football federation we leading the football down in our hill. I will continue. Keep quiet about it. Listen, everybody in the Caribbean, everybody around us is getting better and better and better and better and better and better and better. You say if we don't fix up, we are in a problem. And we're in a deep trouble right now with the conflict of interest. We are in deep trouble right now in problem. I'm going to say this. Not because a person is a conflict of interest. We're not saying corruption. But you lead people to tell us that you're corrupt. I am going to say it again. Not because you is a conflict of interest, it no means that you're corrupt. But people are going to think you're corrupt. Me not see this happening nowhere across the world. Where so many people in the football federation, so many, me can count for more than one hand. Bridging the footballer go down the hill. The footballer go down the hill. We need to take out the person of int. We need to strap that bridging. For the organization, for the JFF to go forward, people. I'm telling you, so we need a whole soul change. No matter how you see them. And the next thing, why everybody I get job in the football federation? Yeah, new people are coming. Yeah, we're happy. But at the end of the day, I want to see them friend and company. I want to see them people them. So, my question is, with the corruption, you believe that Ryan LFC is running this show, right? And me have to hire 2 person for work with me. Remember, you know, me don't corrupt already. And me have to work 2 person where me corrupt and then me hire 2 person to help me run this channel. So when me hire them 2 person and certain thing me not believe in. Certain thing me not go do. You think me gonna hire them people? Remember, you know, that same person there, you know, are part of the JFF, you know. You were part of the JFF. People have to read between the lines tonight. I mean, nah, call nobody name, because they more kill me. So, me take them things very serious right now. I get too much shit, so I take them things very serious. So, that same person were part of the football federation. I remember when the scandal couple years ago, right? I remember the scandal when the former president in power, when corporate Jamaica no plan to give the football federation any money. And the same person there step away from the football because he believed that he don't want him, what do I call it now? Him don't want him reputation to crush up and throw in at the bin. So him step away. Know him back. Alright, people, when you read between the line. I tell you, say, when you have to read between the line. Today. But, Football Federation. Yeah, you have November, December, January, February. You have 4 months to prepare the under 17 boys for this World Cup coming up. Yeah? Me no want hear no excuse. The excuse not gonna work with me right now. Yeah? The excuse not gonna work for we. Right now, we need the under 17 boys to be in camp, training, and Marian Garden. Me I tell you from now, we are gonna lose the backer when it come on to our coaching. Our coaching, some of our coach is not on the level to coach at international. When I look at these coach where them come up in against, them man have pro license, them man have A license. Look at the coach that beat in the under 20. The man have UEFA license, while our coach have a D or a C or a B come up against a man. Come on, people, man. But anyway, we have a nice show for you tonight, you know. So, as me say, when you sit back and relax, because guess what? I am going to call a special one. All right, I call him the brains. All right, whenever you see me call for this person, I call him my brains. So when it come on to educate the people them, when it come on to give the people them information, he will do that for me. All right, I call him the brains. So Boris Johnson, big up yourself. So it's just a reminder to the Football Federation, the under 17 starting in February. We don't want you know excuse. We need the players them who support, who have in. We can't wait to last. So anyway, never call the brains, you know. All right.
Hello.
Good evening, brains.
Hey Ryan, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, brains, man. Thanks for pick up the call,
All right.
though. All right, man.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, man. 14 minutes
Yeah,
and I'm just say that burn the fire a little bit. So,
Okay.
so yeah. So the title today is JFF versus conflict of interest. The corruption is killing the football in Jamaica. How we get
Okay.
rid of the conflict of interest? How we get rid of the everything? I think we need a total reform, meaning let down the whole building up a New Kingston and the new person them are putting in power. We are give them coronation market to go keep meeting every Wednesday until no man, every Wednesday after their town, we are put them in a coronation market, we are test them to see if them have the ability to see them a do it because them love the country. That's where we want to put them in a coronation market to start a half day downtown, no office for right now. Them have to work them way up 2-year progress before we put them in our office. So go for it, my brother.
All right. So, the thing is, we have to redefine everything, right? But first, in order to redefine, we must first define, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to define what conflict of interest is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've listened to a lot of shows in which people are missing the hosts are they're missing the definition, right? And I want to contextualize a couple things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But first, let's just first go into a couple definitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a conflict of interest, right,
Mm-hmm.
is basically just a situation in which a person in a position to derive, in which a person is in a position to derive personal benefit from actions, decisions made by their official capacity, right?
Mm-hmm.
A situation in which a person is in a position to derive personal benefit from actions or definition or decisions, made in their official capacity. Now, it doesn't mean that they actually do it. It's just that they're in a position in which they could do it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's conflict of interest. So conflict of interest doesn't mean a crime or anything has been committed, anything nefarious has been committed. It's just that you're in the position in which it possibly can happen. Now, corruption on the other side is when you actually do it, right? When the action has been taken. All right? So it's just dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power, typically involving bribery, other kind of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So conflict of interest is when you're in the position, right,
Mm-hmm.
in which you possibly could do it. Corruption is when you actually do it. Now, by that very definition of conflict of interest, there lies a lot of conflict of interest within the JFF as well as other sporting organizations in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
What do I mean by this? I think I heard Manning's man talk about this earlier today, in which he talked about the perception, and perception is reality. And this is, I really agreed with him on this context where perception is reality, and that there are conflict of interest. But I think, I'm not going to quote Manning's man this, any further from there. He was just 100% correct. I think he put on a great show today, one of his best yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take it a step further and say in order for everything to run smoothly, no one can be involved in an administrative role in the Jamaica Premier League or any other local football. They can't be involved in an administrative role in a club and also be in a decision-making or decision-impacting role in the Jamaica Football Federation. That there is the definition of conflict of interest. They cannot be involved in any decision-making capacity, because what happens here, right? You know, I know everybody's burning Mr. Speed or whatever with, he's kind of the poster child for conflict of interest based on what everybody's saying. Let's say, for example, now he's on the technical committee. He says the technical committee is not a decision-making thing, but he's also said that it makes decisions. I think Mr. Speed, the best thing for Mr. Speed to do is maybe be in like a financial or accounting role with the JFF, like as an employee, right? Where he's being paid for his services because he's an expert at that. Anything above that now gonna create an issue, because Manning's man clearly said it today. If Mr. Speed puts if they're Cavalier people on the football team, we're gonna say conflict of interest. But then if there isn't Cavalier football players on the thing, we're gonna say, well, they're being, you know, there must be some issue that they're doing wrong, why they don't want to put them there, right? Either way, you're gonna lose. So he clearly articulated that even better than I just did, and it was actually absolutely amazing the way he really characterized it. So the conflict of interest must be removed. There's a late great man called Russell Acuff. He writes, he's called the godfather of systems thinking. And what he said, you must recreate the organization. He said you have to just blow it up. We can't be doing patchwork every time. It's like you have a tire, right? And the tire gets punctured. And you just keep patching that tire, patching that tire, patching that tire. No, after and the tire is still it's leaking here. No, you just have to just basically get a new tire. And that's where I think things have to be here, in which all impropriety is removed so that we can have a clean slate, and we bring in people from private and public sector who are not involved in any clubs, right? Have no stakeholding in any clubs as an owner, as an administrator, as a coach. They are the ones that need to be operating football.
So,
right?
One question before you go any further.
Yeah.
So, the law in the Football Federation said if you want to be a part of to become anybody from the JFF, you have to be a part of a club or stuff. So, in everything,
not in an administrative role, but not an administrative role.
Okay.
No, you have to be involved with a club, right? You're involved with a club. You can be involved in a club in so many ways, but you cannot be an owner and also, because there lies it, you know, because number one, here's the end. Here's what it comes in. Here's where it comes in. If I own some club, call it Reggae United in Jamaica, right? My goal is to make sure that Reggae United sells the most players. That's my goal. My goal is to move players on to the next top league, whether it's in the USA, in Europe, or whatever. So don't you think I'm gonna be concerned with pushing my players? Right? That's gonna be that's my mission. That's my mission. I owe it to my players to push them to the top level. No, if I'm working at the federation level and I'm not pushing my players, that means I'm not fulfilling my mission to my players. There lies the conflict of interest, right? Realize I'm not doing my job, because on the left hand, I'm supposed to be pushing my player. The right hand saying I need to not do that. Which one am I gonna do? Who do I have? Where does my loyalty lie? So either I'm gonna be doing well for my players, or I'm gonna be holding my players back. So it does not say. It says you have to be involved in a club. You can be involved in a club by being a member of the club. Member, right? Not in an administrative role. So you cannot be an administrator where you have decision-making capacity in the club, and then you go into the federation and then also having decision-making capacity. Cannot have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. So if you are going to, if you want that position at the Jamaica Football Federation, sell. You must sell your interest in that club, right? Sell it, and then go work for the JFF. If not, just stay out of the JFF, stay out of the federation. It's the same thing with the coaches. You cannot be coaching at a team in the league and also coaching in the federation. Because I ask you this question, a lot of people are going to say, well, the economies are different. Boo-hoo. You should not be coaching a national team, whether U15, U17, U19, U21, U23, or U20, U23, and be coaching on a club level. That creates conflict of interest as well. Because I ask you this question, tell me which United States national coach, youth or senior, right? Tell me which one of them is coaching at a club level, right? In an MLS team. None. Tell me which Canadian national team, national level coach is coaching in the CPL. None. Let's go to England. We love England. We're so infatuated with England. Which English coach at the national level is coaching on one of the Premier League clubs at the youth or senior level? None. So why is it that we choose to take that route and we think it's okay? What happened? We've been doing things wrong for so long that we want to now say it's okay. No, it's not okay. It creates a lot of impropriety. And we have to stop that in order for things to be clean. Right?
Yeah.
And we cannot say because somebody else has done it in the past, right? Because we have done it in the past, that it's okay. No, they were doing it wrong. We have to change. Change is the thing that we must take on. All right? And that's just it. So all I would say is this. There are people that are currently in the JFF, that can do a great job. They can. But they must remove all conflict of interest.
And that now go move to the football.
Right? So it's either, I have a saying, Ryan, it's either you change people or you change people. Meaning, either they're going to change their ways or you have to replace them. Right? And the easiest thing to do is possibly just replace people because it's hard for adults to change. Very difficult.
Yeah.
All right. So that right there, is I don't know Mr. Speed. Right? I don't know what his business is and all of that stuff. But I just think that I should not, and I think I gave you an example today of even some things that I do, right? That I cannot do certain things. I cannot push certain people that, like I have one business that does A, and A now pushes people to B, right? And I own a business that does B. I am not allowed to push my people from A to B, or else I can go face jail time. Not just ethics charges, but prison charges. Right? I cannot do that. Although it would make me a lot of money if I push my people from A to B. It would make me a ton load of money. But I cannot do that. And that is checked upon every week by week. And I have to go through audits and everything of that nature, week by week. And I have to pay for those audits. So what I'm just saying is this, right? We have to remove the conflict of interest, and that truly will start showing me that people care. It's the same thing. People mention Mr. Butler, right? Mr. Butler, he cannot, if he owns and runs Phoenix, he cannot be involved in an administrative role in anything with the JFF. What he should be is more of an advisor. Like I would see him coming in and creating like a manual for training, right?
That's what he wants to do.
And he's paid for that. he should write a training manual, and then the JFF pays him for writing that training manual. But he cannot execute, and they can hire him now to teach the coaches how to run the training sessions, right? They could do that, but he's paid in that capacity. He has no decision or administrative role. Okay? And that's just it. He cannot put a player on a team or anything of that nature. So all those people, if they're involved in a club, right, or anything that involves putting players onto the national team, they can't make the decision of the players that come on the national team or within the national program. They can't work in that way. They can write a manual. I heard they mentioned the gentleman from Mount Pleasant. The same thing. I cannot have that. If you decide to be on the professional level, or like the local, everything is local football. We have to call it a different name. Let's stop calling it local because it sounds small. Domestic, right? Domestic. When you're in England, they call the Premier League the domestic league because it's a league that's there. So the domestic football, if you're involved with domestic football in an administrative capacity, you cannot be involved in national football at an administrative capacity. You have to choose one or the other. The job for you now is, if you're at the domestic level, is to develop the players properly so we have a bigger pool that can be selected from in order to build a real good national team. You can't be on both sides because it right there, that's the creation of conflict of interest.
So
conflict of interest, while not a crime, you must have in any business dealings that you're doing, you have to have what you call arm's length. There has to be an arm's length, right? So I cannot have one business that's basically potentially feeding the other, and vice versa.
I agree with you on that. And that's the same thing that the FA, when it happened a couple years ago with the England FA, some of the coaching staff were from Arsenal, and the England team, trained at Arsenal Football Club a couple years ago. And the FA said, listen, this cannot happen. This is conflict of interest. Nobody who is coaching, no team, not supposed to be a part of the coaching staff. And that's why England have them own facility to play them, for train them players and all of them stuff there, because they avoiding some of these things. But in Jamaica,
that was when were they still at St. George's Park then?
Them time the Arsenal stadium and the training facility them time the Arsenal was a first class facility in England when Arsenal the Emirates just built a couple years ago, right? The England team usually train at Arsenal international break and thing, and the man them say, yo, it cannot happen. So come now them build something, or them upgrade it and make it can make the players them go there, go train. Same thing at Jamaica, Bridget. When you look at it, yeah, go ahead,
Ryan.
Go ahead.
No, because what happens, right? It doesn't matter. And Manning's man said that today again. It doesn't matter if you're doing something or not. It's just the way it looks, right? It just looks that way, that the possibility is there. And if you remove that possibility, people cannot complain. And people might say, well, we don't care who complain or what complain. We need to create a great fan base that's going to support, Jamaican football. And Jamaican football, JFF is Jamaican football. They run Jamaica football. So we want a population, a fan base that's supporting our federation. Because that's when now you're going to get uniform jersey sales. You're going to get people just wanting to do different things. It's not just jerseys. We could be selling things that are $2, $3, US or whatever. And people buy you'll find 50,000 people buy that. That's an extra $150,000 in your coffer, right? To do something with maybe one of the youth teams, right? We need to just remove those things. And if people want to be fair, this is just being fair, I have no horses in the race, right? I love everybody and I hate everybody, right? I have no horses in the race. What I just say is I just want to be prideful of our flag when it comes to football. Lately, the last time we've been able to do that is 1998, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time we've been able to do that. So how can we get there? And part of the problem is what I see so many times with the federation is that they don't take responsibility when they do something wrong, right? They always blame someone else, or you shouldn't react that way. And leadership, right? Leadership is a supportive role. Leadership is not a dictatorial role. It's a supportive role. They're supposed to be leaders that supporting every facet of the football, from grassroots all the way up. When there was the issues with the players being left in Suriname, right?
Females team.
They want to blame, right? They want to blame somebody else, right? They want to, when the players react to it, they want, the players shouldn't react that way. Oh, come on now. Just think about it. If any of them are parents, how would they like someone to take their child to a foreign country and leave them stranded, leave them with no way to get back? That happened with the women's team coming back from Mexico after qualifying for the World Cup. So you could say, all right, let's say the Suriname thing was an accident, right?
Accident.
No. Look what happened with the women's team, right? Like a couple weeks after that. And this has happened before. This is not the first or second or third or fourth. So a pattern develops where people call you out for patterns in behavior, and you want to tell the people them no, them wrong, they're not supposed to do this, they're doing all they can. No, nobody, right? And I'm sure of this. You live in Canada. If you decide that you're going to Jamaica, you're not buying a one-way ticket.
No.
Because Canada is your home. You got to come back home. Right? How is it that you're taking 30-odd people, 20 or 30-odd people to some place and buying a one-way ticket? That means you have no plan for them to come back then. Right?
Oh God.
That to me right there, these are people's children. They're somebody's kid, somebody's husband, right? Things of that nature. You don't do that. So that has happened too often where that became a pattern. But then, they're going to blame the guy who no longer is able to speak. The former or still current Secretary General or whatever, General Gensec.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he can't speak on that. Is it his fault alone? So basically, because for me, he's not the one who makes the travel arrangements. His job is to just cut the check. Right? But, there are too many missteps, one after the other. Now, we have a new coach, right? The new coach came in and did something that I like when he reinstated Blake on the team.
Yeah.
Right? And to me, I see that there was a positive sign for me that this guy is not going to put up with shenanigans, right? How long? And nobody has asked this question. How long is it before this guy and the technical committee butt heads? How long is it gonna be? It's gonna happen.
Yeah, because he reacts how long, and a whole heap of fight when the coach are gonna bring him back. Discussion we're having before the coach come and think, and a lot of man never want him back, and that cause a whole heap of a messy thing behind the scene. So notice what the guy said in his press conference, right? He basically said it was disgusting. He said what happened was disgusting, if I can quote him correctly. Yeah.
He said it was disgusting. He didn't say it was sad or whatever. He used the word disgusting because right there, he realized that somebody was trying to punish this young man for speaking out on what is actually right and what is righteous.
Yeah. I
have met Blake several times. I've had conversations with him. I always tell you that he's an upstanding young man. He's a well-liked person in the MLS. Very well-liked. Why do you think, you guys why do you think that he's still at Philadelphia? You think it's because they don't want to sell him, or they don't want, or nobody coming up offering stuff for him? It's simply because he's a brand within the MLS. He brings the crowds. He's well-liked in this league. And that's just it, because people might say, well, they could have sell him to this country and get like 5 million, 10 million, whatever. No. you got to realize that they're making way more off of him by him being here than what they could have made selling him over time in perpetuity. So the guy came in and just basically analyzed the situation and said, no, this guy wasn't wrong in what he does. And then, do you want a bunch of yes men around you? No, you want people who are going to stand up and say, no, what you're doing is wrong, you know. You need to do the right thing. I don't ever want anybody just to keep telling me yes, yes, yes. Then I won't get better because I'm not, basically the way they act is as if they're perfect. And I can tell people this, I am perfectly imperfect. I am perfectly imperfect. Which means I am very imperfect, right? Very imperfect. And if you go through your life with that way, you're gonna live a good life to know that, hey, you're wrong. You do wrong. Sometimes you're wrong, and you can't say every time it's somebody else's fault. And no, we did nothing wrong, and we, no. When wrong things happen, you just stand up and say, you know what, we took a misstep. Forgive us. Fall upon the sword, as them say, and then you can move forward. That's one of the things. That's one of the things for me with the federation. I've never heard them come out and say, yo, I can't ping pong on one something and say, yo, you know, say them me come out and say, yo, them wrong about this. Me and the president come out and say, after the Reggae Boyz stuck at Suriname, Lance, that will never happen again. Trust me, Lance. Couple weeks, not even couple months, couple weeks after the girl them stuck in Mexico. After the girls and this is after he gave his most famous speech. Oh my God! At the girls' game in Mexico, right? The famous speech where again they were trying to take credit for everything that the Marley the Reggae Girls Foundation, Cedella Marley, and every one of them did. I mean, you heard the girls laughing at him, right? You heard the girls laughing at him. Yes, man. And you know, again, you know, we cannot sit aside and watch people do wrong and say and be okay with it and say, well, I just saw it go. That's how our country has deteriorated, right? One question. That's how nations deteriorate. So the new coach coming in, and I don't know if I keep up with the show brains, but I was getting a lot of stick because a lot of people think I should get behind the process. All right. And me, I said to them, say, we changed so many managers over the years. Is the manager of the national senior men's team have get changed for the last 20 years? Is the GenSec, the two vice presidents have ever changed for the last, oh God, no longs them in there? No, they haven't. And that's why I said, how long is it going to take before this guy butt head with the federation, really? When we just kind of said technical committee, and I mean the federation as a whole. Yeah. So then now, let me ask you this question. You know, again, remember you got mad at me once when during the qualification, I tell that Jamaica going to lose, and you say I'm not supporting Jamaica. And I said, no, I want Jamaica to win. But based on our historical behavior, and what we are currently doing, we're not going to be successful. We need a total revamp. We have changed coaches, right? I put it this way now. It don't matter how many times you change your underwear, you put on brand new underwear. If you're not bearded, you still go smelling a virgin. What you? All right? You can put on any new underwear where you want. It's just that's basically how we do. We keep changing the underwear, but we're not washing our body. Yeah. So what's needed is a total revamp, right? Total revamp. If those guys, to me, if you really love Jamaica, if you're patriotic and you love Jamaican football, you should want the best for it. And you should know that all these years you have not done well at all because, all right, we don't have money. We're not, we don't have the players. We bring the players, we bring the quality players, but yet we still have the same result, if not worse. Right? Because it's the process. The process has to become much better. And you need different people. I think that's the best word to use. We need a fresh set of eyes on this, a fresh set of hands, and let's give somebody else a chance. And if they fail, we get them out too. Till we get it right. If they fail, right, until we get it right, because the first thing you have to have is a process. Like I tell you guys, the United States is run of a simple document, you know, a constitution. The constitution is more powerful than anything else. We see that where there was going to be insurrection in January. Right now, people that got jail left, right, and center. Because of that document that's how many 100 years old. Because they said this is the document to go by. Right? We need a constitution that is being followed. Are they following the constitution of the JFF?
No.
Are they? No, because I think, what's the name of the gentleman down in St. Anne's?
Danny Beckford.
Mr. Beckford. I heard him say the other day that, and I didn't think about it, and it made sense. Remember the presidents of each parish association, right? They don't have a vote because they are the board. The board cannot vote. So how is it that these presidents from the parish are voting for the JFF president? Think about it, you know. The president comes under the board, you know, in any organization you have, non-profit, for-profit, whatever. You have a board of directors, you know, or a board of advisors, you know. Underneath the board comes the president. Underneath the president comes the CEO, vice president, CEO, GenSec, accounting, finance, all of that stuff. So the board technically runs is over the head of the president. So why is the board putting the president in power? Conflict of interest. That's another conflict of interest. So you see how conflict of interest is ravaging through our football and our society. That's why we cannot get it right. But Mr. Beckford said it correctly, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know. The parish president should not be voting because remember now, you know, the JFF, they now report to the board, and these guys are the board. So why is the board installing the president? The board should never install the president. And if you look in the bylaws or the constitution, which is the constitution, that's the, you know, it clearly states that. Clearly states that, and I'm gonna find exactly where and reference it to you another time. But it clearly states that. So Mr. Beckford was correct because after he said what he said, you know me, I went right because I cannot come and speak of anything that I know not of. So I went and did my research, and I'm like, whoa, this guy's right. Okay? The board, the parish president themselves do not have a vote because they are the board. They're the board of representatives. It's kind of like saying the governor general and the prime minister are in cahoots, you know? The governor general don't appoint the prime minister. Doesn't happen that way. So it should not be happening. And it's this that's causing, when we see behaviors like this, that's where people are going to come up and rightfully assume that there is corruption. Because of these types of, when you start stringing things together, you know, in any country you're going, 1 + 1 = 2. You know, we say 1 and 1 is 11, 2 1s next to, but 1 + 1 is 2. Right? So you know, we need to now start circumvent, and now they're manipulating how many votes they're gonna be and who's gonna win and all of these things. And no, we gotta put what's in front of us. What's in front of us are the players, the kids coming up who want to represent their country and who want to make a living playing a sport that they love, and they should be afforded that opportunity. That's being taken away. Like Caesar said, Capleton said, you know, when we look around, we see the youth, them futures are being impeached. So these kids don't stand a chance. So we're going to have a cycle of anger and poverty and, you know, kids just thinking that I will never get a chance to make it. Look at it. A 15-year-old kid playing for Arsenal.
Wow.
How did that happen?
Still at
15 years old. All right. But did you think that happened overnight? No, it didn't. It's years and years of behind the scenes training and investment in that child. Now the investment is maturing. We have too many talented players, but talent doesn't mean anything. Talent means nothing. It's the work that's put into it. Right? And you could be the most talented artist. If you don't hone your skills, drawing and stuff like that, if you don't get taught, if you don't go to an art school or have a master who's teaching you, you'll never become a good product. We have too many kids there, but what happened, they have talent at a younger age. They might be quicker than somebody, and we tell them that they're good. They're going to go Premier League and that, and then what happened to that kid? That kid is out on the corner doing nothing when that kid could have been a productive earner in our country. We have to start treating our athletes as national treasures. Brazil treats their players like national treasures, man. Because that's why those players want to always go back to Brazil, and they live in Brazil, and they go back and live and give back to the community. Why is it that our greatest athletes, where they live, wherever they, the guys who made it in England, them stay at England. The guy who make it in USA stayed in USA. Why is it that they're not? Because they don't get treated right. So it becomes a very negative feeling, negative emotion. And then what we do, we like to curse them and say they throw a stone behind them. Not true.
Even when you look at the administration and you look at the national team, how many past players we're doing well right now in Tampa Bay? A goalkeeper named Ryan Thompson. Bro, we have so many Jamaicans doing so great in the United States that play football. We have so many across the world that doing fantastic things. But yet still, it's never. I was doing an interview with Richard Edwards. He running a program in Canada now. And he said to me, Ryan, if I was in Jamaica, I couldn't set up this. I think he do it on center circle. And I'm going to find the interview and play it. And I went down academy in touch of class in Brampton. Went down there about 2 Saturday or 3 Saturday. Go record and bring it live on YouTube. And them say, Ryan, if me da Jamaica, I would do this. Them now look for me. And the media man asked me, I gotta find the interview before me leave that stream and play it, me couldn't hear it. Yeah, me go find it and me couldn't hear it. Because I like showing the proof them and thing. But yeah. You have anything more you want to say, Carla?
No, man. I mean, that's about it, man. Just, like I said, keep the fire burning. Keep your listeners, keep them informed. Let them know what's going on, and let them have the requisite knowledge so that they can make some informed decisions and see what's going on. It's not just us coming and it's not just coming on and say, yo, burn JFF, burn. It's us. Is pointing out the things that are being done wrong and say we have to choose what is right and what is righteous over everything else. It doesn't matter if we like somebody. It doesn't matter if we hate somebody. If we hate somebody and they're doing good, we have to praise them. If we like somebody and they're doing bad, we have to correct them. Right? But too many times we basically turn a blind eye. All right? And we allow wrong to go on, and then that wrong goes on for so long that we take it as normalcy, and it's almost looking at as if it's okay to do it. It's not okay, right? There are a lot of opportunities where we could be getting kids in colleges here in the U.S., and then from college they can go to the professional level, MLS, if they make it. But if not, they can become lawyers, doctors, engineers, or whatever. Isn't that helping our society? Isn't that what we want? This doesn't have to be football. We I always tell kids, I don't care if you become a professional football player. What I want you to do is become a professional. If it so happens that it's football, that's your profession, good. You're doing something you love. But you can become a professional, something else. And that's just it, man. But, thanks for the opportunity. Bless all your callers, and, bless your family, all right? For giving you the time to do all of this.
Yes, man. Big up brains, man. No free sex. So people... The person who's on the phone is Brains. We call him the Brains, you know what I mean? So big up Brains. No love and respect.
All right. Peace, man. Peace to everyone. Good night.
Yeah. So, when you hear it, our Reggae Boyz past player them not have no future at Jamaica. JFF fight with all of them. Because what them doing at the past was playing as a player. No. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. You know what I mean? Them not letting nobody in the circle. You understand? They're not letting anybody in the circle, people. They're keeping it for them friend and company. Richard Edwards, Center Circle interview. Like to bring it up.
Showing results for Richard Edwards Center Circle interview.
So listen to this, people. Listen to that past Reggae Boyz player telling you what is. Yeah? Listen to this. Because I'm like for sure no, and showing say, yo, this is what happened. Them now a player, a past player of it so difficult to open up anything at Jamaica. Them give them problem because them believe that.
That's when they start to believe that.
To make the transition from being a player to a coach.
I'm a person who always try to look.
So this is Richard Edwards, sharp man, who running touch of class in Canada. He doing major thing in Canada, people. Trust me. I've like over 200 kids. Summer and all of them thing there. Trust me, I went down there and may I tell you people, it's amazing to know a Jamaican past player doing something great. And when me hear him speak about, they ask him why overseas, and he explain. Tears drop out of me high when me I listen to the interview. So let's listen together, people, and then we'll get back into what I say.
You know, what my life will be after football, you know, and at that point in time in my mind, I think then it was the right time, you know, to just make a different, should I say, make a change, you know, to have a different outlook at life outside of Jamaica. Even while I used to play back here, most of the players usually, you know, say that I'm like the coach, because when it's time for us to do anything physical, anything, I'm always at the front of the line. I'm always encouraging the players to, you know, this is what it requires, you know, for us to be successful. Playing for Santos Football Club, Spanner usually give us, you know, that, should I say, that leeway to lead the group, you know, and from then, and that was when I was like 10, 11. So from then I consider myself a leader, you know, and I think it, you know, it comes over into my next life, you know. So the transition wasn't difficult. In Canada, I currently coach at a club, girls club called Brams United Girls Soccer Club. I am also a technical staff coach, which my job entails having access to coach all the age group teams. However, I'm the head coach of the 05 group, which consists of 35 players. So yeah, I'm coaching, as well as, you know, I recently started my new technical training school. It's called Touch of Class Soccer. And yeah, we have 49 players working with that as we speak. When I first started this venture, if I tell you that I didn't have second thoughts, I'll be lying, because when I first started, I started with one player, and then by the winter session to finish, I finished the winter session with 15 players. That was last year, April. And this year, for the fall season, as soon as I put out the ad that we're going to start at this time, in less than 10 minutes, I had 2 time slot, like, was fully booked with 2 academies. And then, you know, like, the loyal people know what I'm about and know what I'm capable of doing in regards to the coaching aspect of it. They came on board and, you know, support the thing, and this is it. I have players from the Indian community, players from the white community, players from the black community. Everyone support what I'm doing. Like I said, if you come to just say you come to one session, after you come across, you know, in contact with me, the rest is history. Put it like that.
A true people. Listen, it's the first time the man invite me down in Brampton. People. You see when I reach, right? When I reach and I put up my tripod and everything, and trust me, I has never seen so many parents watching football in my entire life. You see when I go down the people, parents, you see mother, you see father, you see sister, you see brother. Every parents are support them kids. Them sit down in the cold waiting on them children. You see, when me go to the people them, because the whole family, everybody sit down together, I'm go to them and say, listen, I am going to record this and it's going to be live broadcast on YouTube. And I thought the people them never know me. So them say, I want to Ryan LFC, man. No problem. Because Richard send out the link when me do an interview with him. So everybody get fair, know me by doing that one interview. When we go around the people, me not lie, the people them treat me really, really good. You understand? But for see a Jamaican people, when me tell you say about 300 odd people, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. So much kids, I say, wow. For see a Jamaican do this, but it's interesting. Listen to it, people. Because I'll get back to it, people. It's Richard Edward, the former Harborview and Santos player. He played for the Reggae Boyz. They call him Sharp Man. Doing an amazing job in Canada.
Once you do one session, that's it. You enjoy everything that we're about. And everything that we're about is everything you do, you make contact with the ball. And it works on your physical, your endurance, your speed, vision, your quickness, everything. I know a guy who used to play for Jamaica as well. His name is Damian Adamson. He used to play for Village as well. He was the first one to pretty much give me both of his sons to, say, just work with them. Right now, his oldest is 16 and he's based in France. He's based in France, and his youngest son, is not like a regular average 9-10-year-old. But you'll see him. You'll hear about him. You'll see him because we're working.
People, you see that them two ball the way I talk about. One, I went down there, people. I never know nothing about the player. That 10-year-old kid do I talk about. You see, the first time I see him, I go in a training, I say, no, man, this youth, the man first touch is so great as a young player. I say, me while the training I go on, I'm go to Richard and I say to him, say, yo, that look at you to really impress me. And I say, yo, him is not the bad one, or the big one. One big one there, but because him a carry an injury, and him never really impressed me in the first time I training. But in that France I play now. You know, say the second week I go down there, in my wife, about 18 him could have played under 20. But so boom, I see him and I say, yo, Jamaica have no CDM. We better than a youth. When I see the youth play in a training, and Richie say, where I see, no compare to much. And the man send me some video when I play in a college. And I tell you, say, my goodness, it's when I pass on information to the people them from the Football Federation. Second thing, is the just youth to him just a talk about him at 10. Him just signed for Toronto FC Academy. Just signed for Toronto FC Academy. And this video, this interview about 2 years ago on TVJ. This is before me even get in contact with that brother here. And thing. Right? But listen, people, you ever hear it? I'm going to show you how the people, the man them will respond for football at Jamaica.
With the climate, different should I say weather over there. One, you have winter season, you have summer season. In the winter season, most clubs, most academies, they practice either on turf or in the gym, right? To get the turf, it's a little bit more difficult because of what I do. I'm not an academy, I'm a technical training school. So I start out in the gym, and then on a regular basis, the the turf facilities would become available, and whenever it's available, I take advantage of the turf.
Edwards also found out that it is easier to set up shop overseas than locally.
The thing is, with our people locally, I don't think we invest in our own. If you take your knowledge and go outside and start passing it on to other people, and then your very same Jamaican realize how successful you are, and that's when they start to believe that this is for real. This is not something that you're just trying to make an extra dollar right here or for now. This is actually something that you're looking for long term. And I'm no different. When I don't want this to sound as if I'm putting down anyone, because I'm sure you have a lot of coaches that do their regular coaching education sessions and stuff like that. But to answer your question, yes, I think we're behind. We're behind the rest of the world. They're investing in coaching education, and from a coaching standpoint, when I look back home,
2 years ago, the man do that interview, yeah, people. When me listen to them thing, yeah, it bring tears to my eye, man. People, it bring tears to my eye. The man them in the football federation, them no really want change Jamaica football. Them no love it. Me I tell you, nobody loves something and doing this over the years. So 20 years after 98, we no got our next World Cup. Jesus Christ. Them man are wicked to the people them at Jamaica. Them wicked to football, brethren. And then like say, yo, we not get money from FIFA. We can show for over the years we play international football. How much money FIFA give the football for that? When them can show. Tell me what facility them build up where them say, yo, this what we can call home. This is where the Reggae Boyz can train. This is where the Reggae Boyz can live. No matter come tell me about Captain Horace Morel, because guess what? We run the thing the right way, brethren. Captain Horace Morel could have built up in our first class facility. It's poor. Paying me hard for no, brethren. 2 years ago, brethren. People have said them thing upon TV. You hear the man just say, we don't believe in our own, brethren. You think if it's a national, if you think it's a parallel, brethren, you think if a parallel coach or Andre Blay make that statement there, you think he would have be called back to the team? Because he's a white coach. But at the same time, brother, we not put no money in the we not send the coach them go overseas, brother. Yes, coaching they make a whole heap of money. Most of the coaches in Jamaica they make a whole heap of money, but the top one they make a good money. You're telling me that how much a football federation get from, yo, me I tell you, say, yo, it sick me heart, it pain me heart, people. And the man here come and tell me, say, about them want a clean slate. You better go down a correction market, go sweep up the market. And that me I tell you, no, he's a pound. Fire for burn. Gone wicked to Jamaican people. Me I tell you that, brother, when you mash up the football, brother, you think you don't really love the football, brother? When you come, you want to love it and you cheat it, so. After 20 years, we don't go back a World Cup and people are come and talk about if we go in a clean slate. Clean slate, what? You have to earn that, brethren. Not given to you guys. Brethren, me I always say it. Look at Cameroon football. Samuel Eto'o, total reform the man do. Who feels it, knows it. And when we talk about farmer player, once them have the qualification, give them a role in the team. Give them a role in the federation. Nobody feels it like past player. A man like a Ricardo Fuller, a man like a Bibi Gardner. Them know what it feels to put on the green and the black gold. Because them been in the situation and them not. Listen to Samuel Eto'o, no man, when the man just take over, man. People of Jamaica, total reform Samuel Eto'o do the Cameroon football. When the man get in the office. What me say? When the man get in the office. The man say, you, 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 you. You see the people them will clean up the yard. Him say, okay, him give them a chance. You see, the first man go read it no people no man. The first time the man there in the office, the man who sweep up the yard come late. Total reform. And in the man's statement, brother, the man say, when him take over as president in Cameroon football, him say the pain when him go through as a player with the federation, over and over, the man say, as long as me a president of Cameroon football, no player supposed to go through in a look at Cameroon, no man, them just host the rename the man in a quick little time, man. People of Jamaica, total reform we need in Jamaican football. Coaching, education, a long time we fair do them thing there. We late with the behind 2 years ago. And the people them who are do the great job outside of Jamaica, them not get a look in. Our past player, them deal with them like them a shit, like them are nobody.
I see a lot of past players who I would consider young coaches getting involved in the game, getting involved in coaching, and I don't see a lot of mentorship going on. I see some of the players just making the transition from being a player, go straight into coaching, and coaching and playing is two different things. It's two different ball game. Now I'm a coach. Some of the stuff that that I recognize being a coach.
People, me not play with no more of the TVJ interview. People no go watch it. People, me impressed with Sharpman. You see when me go down a touch of class down at Brampton there, people, the way of the man, yo, me tell people again, and I always tell people, you see, as a coach, if you can't communicate, you're going to a serious problem. If you can't communicate as a coach, you're going to a serious problem. You see, Sharpman communicate, Bridging. All the man stop the game. All the man want the player to receive the ball. All the body supposed to open up. When they control, they supposed to move. Yeah, glide with it. Yo, me I tell you, say, yo, people. Sharpman, me I come give you a link, Bridging. But you know, two my kids there now. Kind of rough, but big up yourself till Sharpman. Big up yourself. The man do a great job down at Brampton, people. You understand? Check it out. If you think I lie, me at Touch of Class. Check them out, people, pan. Just type in Touch of Class, pan. Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. Just type it in and you see what come up. A Jamaican. The man I go on with big things down here. But, you see, I'm telling you again, Jamaican people. Them man in a rate the past player them. And them man I come and tell man say, them want about them I go change. Them not change Jamaican people no for wise up. We have a Jamaican named Richard Edwards. The man there in Canada where I live. Brampton, I'm going at the man. You want to see the man I deal with things, people. You want to see how the man stop the training session, brother. Why we can't have them man in our program? Why we can't have Ricardo full of them man in our program? Once them have the qualification, why them can't get a run? We have Warren Barron, him is a legend. But him stagnant with him growth. And we are going like so afraid for talk. A young goalkeeper we usually keep for Harborview, him name Ryan Thompson. In a Tampa Bay, Bridget. The man are going big thing over there in a goalkeeper training. Why we can't have them man there? A coach goalkeeper, seminars going around the country. Warren Barron was the national goalkeeper coach. You ever see Warren Barron a keep a workshop yet with all goalkeeper? And him is the leading goalkeeper coach for the senior team. So how if you have good goalkeeper coach? Warren Barron them lazy. I mean I tell you say, we need to give the past player them as if them have the qualification, give them a chance. Look at the United States. I want to coach the United States, a past player. Yes, Stopper, he may have it, but he may need help. Tapper never help himself with JFF. But you have other past players out there do well. Ryan Johnson in Toronto, he might do well. Ryan Thompson, he might do well. Richard Edwards in Canada, he might do well. Me can go on and on and on and on and on. Why we don't have one of our past player them as the vice president of the Football Federation? No, because guess what? Okay, full of you just chat. Full of have no behavior. These them money are acted. Them money this one them a pass play. Come on, Virgin. The players them feel it. Too much corruption in the thing, Virgin. Too much corruption. Conflict of interest. Here's this a go on for nobody now speak about it. Me tell you already, you know. One time me have to live, you know. And that's why me now come to Jamaica for to kill me. You never come to Canada for kill me. But me I go ever talk the truth. And me know the truth of earth, you know. You too corrupt. How much money FIFA go on, brother? We not Reggae Boyz national team do have a home ground. We don't have a camp. We don't have a place where we can train and sleep. Nobody come tell me about this where we have them look a bunk bed. They no play no want sleep on a bunk bed. Courts. Long-term vision, the JFF lock that. Them lock long-term vision. Don't tell me that you can't go to court and say, listen, courts, we are going to put up some billboard or some signboard around the field when the team are play. Who are you sponsor and how want you do? We not ask no money. All we ask you, give us some good furniture. Give us some good king-size bed. Give us some good fridge. Give us some good stove. So when the players them come in the player house, the house comfortable. Not for them man in the JFF, them not sleep at the player house. I want to take the player them for sleep in some little bunk bed. Last time I sleep on them, by the time I get up in the morning for chain. My foot did that kill me. Because my foot hang off on the bed. Who can sleep like that? Wise up, people. Changing our head coach, not going to change it. And all I know in the comment section, we say me just negative and me negative. Don't watch my channel. Just click off. If you can't go take the negative, click off. You have so many other men who do the positive. Me, I do my work. My job is forget them money straight in line. Until them change, me I go change my approach to how me do my show. Say me now, a man come tell me say me negative. Corruption need for stopping at the football, Virgin. When you take people for idiot, Virgin. Every time somebody new are coming, it have to be a friend or rare. We need total reforming of the football, Virgin. We're sick and tired of it, Virgin. 20 years ago, 30 years now, we have failed. We haven't got the promised land. It's like a man I put on the roof and it no have no basement for the house. Everything collapse. We spent $1 billion on World Cup qualifier the other day. But yet still we still owe player money. We spend $1 billion. We could have put that now in the youth them. And for no say when we go to World Cup, we are go there. Right? We are go there. World Cup after World Cup. More than we are trying to spend $2 billion for go one World Cup. And after the World Cup, we don't go back there for the next 20 years. Me don't want that, Virgin. Me need consistent. Me need to qualify for under 17, under 20, under 15. That's where you start to qualify from. We lose the plot. Check it. How much you team go a World Cup? How much you team go a World Cup when Rennie Simons there? Because the man come with a plan. We have the blueprint and we tear it up. Yes, Captain Horace Burrell, him left a legacy. Him go to the World Cup. But my crickets, what kind of legacy you have now? Tell me your legacy. Pine for one thing where we say, alright, my cricket, nobody come tell me about a female team qualify for the World Cup. Because you not play no part to the World Cup there. Sidela Mali and the Reggae Girls, when name there, foundation. Nobody come tell me why are your legacy. You not come and tell me about man forgive you. Forgive you what? We not forgive you. Me not forgive you until you fix up or you left the football, brother. Until you can get rid of your friend and brother and put competent people in the thing where go run the football right and proper way. Me no want you no excuse, brother. under 17 World Cup are come next year, February 2023. Me no want to hear say we only have 2 weeks to prepare for the tournament. 4 weeks, 4 months now to prepare for that under 17. While every other team, every other country are prepared. While we still late. Every time we're late. Every time we're late. It's all about money. Only no want nothing long term because you know if you do something long term, only no have no money to get out of the football. I'm tired of the short term thing, Bridging. We need a long term. My crickets, why your legacy when you come and tell people about people negative and this for talk about, very for talk about. Give me something good for vlog about. Give me something for vlog about. Tell me, say, call me tomorrow morning on my phone and say, Ryan, I pay off all the players. Then we don't own no players and coach. And show me a receipt to come in and take away your road amount. Say. Because your same road amount say, no more Reggae Boyz team now stuck at no more airport. And 1 week later, the girls them stuck in Mexico after them qualify for the World Cup. And then the man have the audacity to tell Georgia say, oh wow, you can't talk about something positive. How can we talk about something positive and something major when we left the girl them at the airport? And I come and tell people lie, but bank card, money run out. Oh, I can believe that. When you take people for idiot, when you take people for fool. When you can't take me for no fool, and me I tell you no, me I wise up the fund, so me I yes. Every time I get my chance for wise on you, when you always come back and talk about Ryan, you did it right, you know, you did it right, I say. Me always right. Cause me I tell you no, me not leading down in the wrong way. Back the team, back the coach, but always have two eyes in your back of your head. You forgive, but you never forget where the man you put the football through. And them no know how we talk about nothing bad about the Football Federation. Me now stop beating until we get change. We need changes not the football, brother. My crickets and the whole of them must go. My crickets, rude and speed. Ryan, Rice Simpson. This another brother named Wendell Downswell, 4 that already. Right Simpson, Wendell Downswell, My Crickets, Bruce Gainer, that's 5. Virgin, Uno must left the football, Virgin. Yeah, brother, you know have to watch my show, brother. You know have other show, brother. That me I try to tell you already. You have other show, brother. You have other show, you don't have to watch my show, Mike. Cause my show is too negative, brother. Cause what me I say, we don't want me to get behind a coach way. We don't want me to get behind things where the man keep on lie to the people. Me for me no idiot, me no fool. You cheat me today, but you can't cheat me forever. Me I show you how the man them stay. But guess what? We leave everything for watch. We just a watch. We are sit back and we are watch. Like the video people. We are sit back and we are watch what the approach. But me can tell you this right now, Jamaican people. We in a serious problem. We in a serious problem. We keep on get rid of people and we're not paying off the people them. Oh yeah, I am new gen say. Do you pay off Dalton when him 10 million yet? This man a leave where the cashback place name of Jamaica the name. What name again, man? This man a leave for come at the Football Federation. God know how much money the man them a go get now. Adidas dealer, pay money a coming now. Pay money a coming now. So okay, alright. Pay money a coming now. So we are all what we're supposed to do. Let's pay for the crack. Alright. Anyway, people, done so me I say, big up yourself, Maestro, Jeremy and you, big up yourself, brother, nothing about love and respect. Richie Port Sports, big up, brother. James, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Big up yourself, said we, man. Russin, enough love and respect, brother. Fresh God, Ambition Hustler. Big up yourself, brother. Yeah, man. DNA Football. Big up yourself. Richie Royal. Richie Sports. Richie Royal Sports. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect, brother. Bailey. Big up yourself, brother. DJ Boy. Big up yourself, brother. Enough respect. Devon Porter. Big up yourself. Loud Music. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect. Marcel. Big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Nothing about love and respect. But anyway, people, when you know my thing already, you know, when I beg no friend and when I cry for no guys support. Hear that? Yeah, man. Corruption need to stop. Big man thing, brother. But anyway, people, I go hold some sleep, you know, people. Yeah, man. I go hold some sleep. Grant, big up yourself, brother. Bailey, big up yourself. People, like up the show. Georgia girl, you're watching the show right now. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate the donation. Thank you very much for the love and support. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Georgia girl, big up to you and your whole family in our Atlanta, Georgia. Big up yourself. Nothing about live up. No love and respect to all the family. And big up to your husband who are a fan of the show and thing. You know, we capture our whole family watching the Ryan LFC show. Big up yourself. Jay. Big up yourself, you're late, brother. You don't listen. Big up yourself, Grant. Big up yourself, brother. You know nothing about love and respect, brethren. Burn the fire. Anyway, people, you know, some I go all asleep, you know, people, because I don't know how I do that show, yeah. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. And right now, my belly kind of feel really, really messed up right now, because this morning, I cut some, what do you think I name? Some rust, some iron, brethren. You know, to patch up a car, and I tell the people, you know that thing they come off of the rustiness they come off, I tell the people. Feel like the whole of me inside a cut out, man. But anyway, you know, we have to do the work, I the only way that we will get pay and thing, you know what I mean? Trade come with a whole heap of pain and heartache, man, no? But I have to do it for the virgin. I have to live. One day we have to dead, yeah, man. That's how we see it, brethren. You understand? Something have to kill you, people. Something have to kill you. But anyway, big up all of the people, them, man. People, I love on man. I love on man. I appreciate all of them, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, people, I go all asleep and thing. I want to take care of yourself. Always telling you, it's not what you earn, it's what you save. All right? People. Nothing about love and respect, people. I go all asleep. But let me tell you now upon the timeline now. So, let me tell you now what come up on the Ryan LFC show. Alright? So, we have Miguel Coley, the former Reggae Boyz. The former Reggae Boyz coach. Miguel Coley will be live this Saturday at 6 p.m. Jamaican time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Alright? Danny Jet, big up yourself. You see? And then Friday, Richie's Sport. Listen, bro. You need to link up in a brother. You say I do a podcast. You need to link me up, brethren. So Thursday, we're going to have Craig Butler. And let me see if me get any answer from this person. So I can tell you know what's coming up next. Alright? I'll tell you know what's coming up next. Just 1 minute, people. 1 minute. Now I'll tell you know what come up next. So, alright. Just look out. We're going to have a special guest. On Thursday. Alright. And we're going to have Craig Butler back on Thursday to talk about the Mona game. Alright. We're going to talk about Manning Cup on Thursday. Friday, look out for something where you mean like World Cup prediction, or just look out for something like that. But on Saturday, we're going to have the Reggae Boyz, former Jamaica College and Norman Manley Reggae Boyz. That's Miguel Coley. We have him on the show and thing. Be a niceness, people. And we have Ryan Johnson. We have Ryan Thompson. All of these interviews coming up in this week and next week. So we're going to have a pack interview and a lot of things coming out. All right, reason boss, link up, bro. You need to link up, brother. You need to link up. Julius, big up yourself, brother. No love and respect, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that me I say Danny Jed, man, I have to go find a different show, man. Cause the man said that same can't watch me because I'm too negative. So, brother, everybody can't be the same, brother. If everybody be the same, brother, the world would be a totally different thing, brethren. Everybody have to be different. I want to be different. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Reason boss, I need to message my brother. Let's get the first episode kick and running. Up and running, brother. All right. Sports TV, big up yourself. Cassava TV, big up yourself. Julius, brother. See I go out with a whole heap of fitness thing in there, brother. Big up yourself, brother. Yo, me like the progress. Me like the... Yo, brother, me just like everything we are right now, brother. Big man thing, brother. You know what I mean? From them time, me I push and I say, yo, brother, you need to get on the social. You need to get on the fitness thing. And if you see a consistent, brother, me I watch your eye, man, and me I watch your progress, brother. Bro, continue doing the great work, brother. Sky is the limit. Remember, everything going to take time, brother. All right? Everything going to come in place. So nobody worry about it. You know what I mean? Always remember why you start. All right? And always remember the first time you start. You know what I mean? It's a process. You understand? You have to be consistent. You have to be true to yourself. And always remember. All right? Always remember. Always remember. You put in. You have to put in the work, brother. Have to put in the work. All right? First show. England not good. Yeah, you really... No. All right. Sports when him that may have to go link up and may have to go talk. All right? So, first show, England not good. All right, my boss. So, just message me and let me know. Danny Jet, big up yourself, brother. People, I run left when I know the people. Don't forget to check out the merchant. Reason, boss, you need to buy a merchandise, brother. Come on, bro. Like, come on, boy. Buy a cup, brother. $14 and it reach at your door. And I get $2 out of that. Buy a merchandise, Virgin. Buy a Reggae Boyz merchandise. Buy a Reggae Boyz cup. Everything, brother. We have it in our store. The link in the description. So check out the link to the merchandise store, people. Support the movements. Reggae Boyz fans, don't forget to check out the merchandise. Follow the movements. Support the movements. Purchase the merchandise. Reggae Boyz Nation. We have the hat. We have the cups. Check it out. We have a lot of different merchandise in the store. Show your boy Ryan LFC some love and support. Buy the merchandise. Let me know. What do you guys think about the merchandise? Would you guys purchase one of the merchandise? I would really appreciate it. It help the channel, bro. And it help the channel. Put back some money in the channel to buy equipment. So I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girls top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.